Hey, welcome back everybody. Sign here again with another episode of my Seaopolis Submerged playthrough, and processing a lot of ores, and I mean a lot. Yeah. And it's still, yeah. Might have made a bit of a mistake. I put emerald meshes in here, which, honestly was good, but then I doubled down, and all these now have everlasting everything upgrades. Are you meshless? You are. Okay. Let me grab everything out of you and just leave you sit for now. And yeah, this Tom's system cannot keep up at all. How the hell was it on cooldown? There we go. So this is working great. In fact, our boilers are barely running, so I should be safe to add in a refined storage system. We've got a lot of mixed stone ingots now, which is great. Let me go ahead and run that through as well. And these, unfortunately, they're it's an 8-to-1 for black iron, so. And I did get some stuff set up so I can make the next quest. This is the recipe for the components. It is hardened integral components, iron gear, and black iron slate to make basic components, which we need to make the basic crafting table. Also, we need, apparently, to make the basic catalyst, but that has no uses. So we have enough for 4 of these. We also need a black iron frame, so that is 6 of these slates, plus a machine frame. Yeah, I know it's going to need more of that stuff. I haven't really put it into a drawer yet, because, yeah, reasons. There we go, 19. And now we're out of black ink, or ink sacks, or however you want to call it, right? Which means I should probably get some strainers going for fish again. Because that's the easiest way I have of getting ink sacks. It's either that or I have to go out and hunt the stupid things. But I need 6 of these into here. Here's our components. We need a machine frame now. Do I actually have a machine frame? I do not. Okay. Now we do. Let's go ahead and do that. Not you, but you. Okay. And I've been thinking about ways to speed up our power production. One of the ways is I can add in more boilers to run more dynamos for the steam dynamo stuff. Another thing is magmatics, but we're going to need a lot of these. Right. Oh, it only shows up under magma crucible. All right. Nope. What's this called again? Fluid generator. Okay. Where are you at in here? I am not seeing it. And I'm just being blind right now. There we go. So these guys. And then default, it produces 25 metal buckets per cycle. I'm using redstone currently, and that is every 4.5 seconds, 90 ticks. We get a 1/40th of a bucket of lava. I can go with diamond, that knocks down to 80 ticks. If I go to Enderium, it goes to 20 ticks. Same with block and netherite. When I can somehow get my hands on, enough beacons, we can do it every half a tick, or half a second. Probably going to go with netherite for this, because it's probably the easiest to mass produce right now. I just need bedrock ingots. I've got a good amount of this stuff. Gold and then netherite scrap. And yeah, once this over here settles down, which, I mean, I could just break this cable right here and it would settle down. then bedrocking is really not going to be an issue. Another generator I can do, though, is frost dynamo. We can just run blizz powder through the frost dynamo without a problem. If I was to make ice charges, which would triple my production of blizz powder, or triple the amount of blizz powder I have, that does 18,000 versus 60. So it's actually a net loss on power to make the charges, as silly as that is. Is there an alternate recipe for these? No, that's just it. And it takes coal or charcoal. But I've been getting a decent amount of blizz powder going. I get this from straining out dust, on top of other things that I get a bunch of. Should I just go ahead and run this through? Now you want eroding instead, don't you? There you go. And you have an everlasting everything as well? Okay, cool. Thank God there's finally some room for one of those. I let it run too long and there was stuff piling up top there, so been waiting for this to process down. Something else I did, we have this set to intro or reinforced components now. So it's running much better, which seems like this is not having any issues providing for that so far. Let me go ahead and get some more lava made up over here. Oh, obsidian anyway. If I want straight lava, I have that right here in this blue drawer. This thing's been running for quite a while. Thinking also I could do Gorman. It is really tempting to open that trapdoor. You know that, right? Botany pod, right? Oh God, 543 pages. If I can get sea beets, I can get beetroot grown that way. Okay. If I can get my hands on wild carrots somehow, but yeah. It's not gonna happen, not when I'm underwater. Oh, regular carrots can be grown in a botany pot. I thought crops couldn't go in these. Maybe it was just things like inferium can't. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, the inferium definitely can't. Wheat can't either, but apparently carrots can. Potatoes can. That's an idea now. It's two, isn't it? Oh, my plate should be done. If I can do potatoes, I could do basically baked potato into a Gourmand dynamo. And that would be fully automatable without having to process into, pigs. Oh, also, you need to go away. So we have black iron frame, we have our basic components, basic crafting table. Here we go. Now we need luminescence, right? Crafted in basic crafting table. It's just glowstone, redstone, and gunpowder. Okay, gunpowder is a thing. It is definitely a thing. I have just over 2 stacks of it. I was looking at it earlier for maybe making ice charges with. Okay, I need phytogrow. That's easy enough. I need a brown mushroom, which I already have, and then bottle of enchanting. I need experience into this. So let me... I'm going to get regular experience into the fluid transposer, though. Okay, experience pump upgrade. That requires bottles of enchanting as well, though. Knowledge concentrator, but I need an insightful crystal, which requires bottles of enchanting. But apparently, I have not been able to find yet. Unless I got them tucked away here. They don't seem to be part of the standard drop pool for the underwater ruins and stuff. Oh, hey, look, bedrock trunks, nice. And apparently Cinnabar showed up out of nowhere. According to this, it was a tier 3 mesh or higher with dust. I don't remember getting a lot of this stuff. There was a pack update. It might have been added to the drops, which is why I never had to deal with it before. You know, I'm just going to put that in there. It'll work just fine. Yeah, we got like 640 iron ore. We got 512 gravel. Large amounts of everything else as well. Now you're running out of power. You're not doing anything. You are fully good to go. What is your issue? Like, it should not be starving for power in any way, shape, or form. But it is. Just these energy pipes can't handle it? I hope not. We don't really have a great way of moving power in this pack. Honestly, a lot of the issues that I'm having with different various things could be solved with just adding XNet. Yeah, it keeps resetting too, so it's just wasting power at this point. So just stop. And it doesn't really have pipe connector. It's actually a supporter block for the pipe connector as well. Okay. Even supports fluid ducts and flux ducts. I just only thought of it this way because of the inventory cable here. Shift right click to open the GUI, click on place the pipes, reset positions. Okay. And there's 2 pages of pipes. Might check into this, but yeah. If the energy pipes can't really handle it, I'm going to have to replace everything with flux duct. Thing is no mods are telling me what their, max power and everything is. The redstone energy cell will, but that's because it has a GUI I can open. Are you starving for power? No, you're fine. You are decreasing, though. I somehow managed to drain 12 million without realizing it. Yeah, no, you're full. So it looks like flux ducts can handle higher RP tick. It might be this guy, actually. I can't believe, though, that we're using 4,000 RP tick. Or more than 4,000. That makes no sense. Not with everything I've got running. There's no way I'm using that much power. It's got to be this guy, but... Alright, yeah, looking it up. By default, these guys, I had to look in the configs, by the way, can only handle 256. Without the upgrades. Which I will admit, I did forget there was upgrades, but still. I would love to have a tooltip here that would show me, what all it is. I could probably make a decent meta upgrade on that. And gold should be fine, right? Basic pipe upgrade. Go to the improved pipe upgrade. You know what? Might as well just go for diamond. Some more service for you. Okay, we should be fine then. So let me go ahead and turn my pulverizer back on. And it shouldn't have any problem running everything now. This is actually still running okay. And it's back to pull as well. Okay, cool. Alright, well that one's solved. And since there's only one tier of flux deduct now, I'll probably stick with using the pipes mod energy pipes. Simply because I know how I can upgrade those and I know where to find numbers for how good they work. Alright. So yeah, the boilers are like barely running. This one's just backed up with steam. Did I ever augment these? I did. Okay. I'm going to say the 32 buckets seemed a bit high, but that's fine. Then you guys are augmented as well. Yep. So we're only using half the boilers right now. One here and then one, two. And that's to run basically 4 dynamos. Oh no, these two were barely running, it looks like. 16 RF a tick, yeah. You're running at the pull 160. I could upgrade those as well. I've got so much sawdust saved up now. You're doing the thing again, aren't you? You actually got sawdust sitting there too. That. Huh? What? This crafter. It's working fine for the 2x2 stuff. This 3x3 sawdust recipe keeps bugging it out though. Yeah, see. There is an extra ghost item hidden in here somewhere, I think. And I pull these out and then it starts again, and then it automatically just does the thing. So weird. Why are you like this? And the way it's going, it's going to backstop this stuff, and now it's outputting extra. Okay. Was it the sawdust sitting in the wooden hopper bugging it? What the? You. No idea what's up with you, but you need to just go away. Yeah. Probably some sort of weird mod interaction between all 3 of these. Well, you're still sitting there just fine. You're just backstuffed. And I can't auto-sort this stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, we've actually hit the point now where everything is so backstuffed that it's just not working. So... yeah, another issue I run into is that Tom's is just slow. It's kind of the issue. Did I only get 26 bedrock out of... Oh, really? 26 bedrock chunk out of... Oh, no, there's another stack there, and there's 18 here. Okay, that's better. That's more in line with what I was thinking. And speaking of which, well, there's that. You're still running, so we can go ahead and Make more bedrock infused obsidian and then run it through as well. Because I have no idea how much bedrock I'm going to need, but or bedrockium. So I figure I'll just go ahead and get a good amount. You're almost done. All right, cool. Got almost 1,000 blocks of redstone. All right, so I decided to mess around a little bit, and you can tell it's been some time since the last clip. I've got 12 Prudentium hopper pods. Well, 12 hopper pods with Prudentium farmland and potatoes inside. And they're all producing potatoes. The Prudentium is a little bit faster than farmland, like 15% faster. Those are going into... I need an augment for you. This redstone furnace, which is then going to feed them into these gourmand boilers, which is going to pump steam into this fluid cell. It'll pull up 384 buckets of steam in here, which is then going to power steam dynamos going into this redstone flux cell. And you can see there's an energy line where it meets up with the rest of it. Not that one. This terminal over here. And that villager's still stuck. Apparently, if you want a villager to stay put, put him on top of a trapdoor surrounded by stairs. He is just will not move. All right, it's just one of those things like, okay, I might have to use that in the future to pin these guys down. Let's see. I have some hardened. I need to upgrade this. So I need 4 electrum. Okay. All right, induction smelter, go. Yeah, I missed a step. Yeah, I can also use fish with gourmand. I would just need quite a few of these aquatic entanglers. But this setup would work good. I do have to autocraft knives every once in a while to put into it. We're taking forever to get that stuff into the storage. Wooden hoppers are kind of horrible. All right, there's our electrum. All right. There we go. There's our reinforced. Go ahead and shove you into there. You're now going to use up to 60 R of a tick, okay. And I brought a bucket of steam over to kind of jumpstart the system. And honestly, I have no idea where it just went. $26 millibuckets of steam per... That's not enough to kickstart a boiler. But somehow, 1 bucket of steam split 8 ways is only 200 millibuckets. Not sure about that one. But that's okay. I can just snag a bucket of steam out of that, so. All right. You go in there. Now your fire off. It's because it's got to put power into there. So what I should do for now is just break that. I had some sort of, fancy way of storing fluids. It would be a lot easier. Is that enough to cook? It was. Did I forget to set you onto output? I did. Okay. There we go. And you do not connect. Yeah, and you put both baked potatoes into the chest. All right, well, there you go. Oh, you need water still. Dang it. All right, I just got it plumbed up with a aqueous accumulator. Hey, we're actually producing steam in small quantities, apparently, because, yeah, Well, we can see things flickering, which means that this is now getting a good amount of power. Could be better. A big portion of this... There it goes. Now this is filling up with excess. It was just trying to fill up 6 of these things at once it was struggling with, I guess. I already got a stack of baked potatoes there. You know what? Here, have a hamburger. And it's like water is needing an upgrade. Okay. You can probably get away with just an iron tier upgrade. Oh, hey, villager. Grab 2 of these. I might need to upgrade the other one as well. There you go. That should solve your problem. Oh, that's right. I went with 3 connections for this one. There you go. I'll leave that for now, just in case. That one is my main power supply for the moment. What the heck was that noise? It was strange. Okay, you are now backstopped. Okay. And you're not getting food yet, so... This is pretty much full, though. So I should be able to hook this back up now. And we can start charging this up a little bit by bit. Potatoes are not doing terrible. So good. Got 4 of them up and running. What is your... You're just, like, not getting any steam. Oh, okay. Well, that would be why. Yeah. Base unit on pipes, or the base rate of transfer on pipes is not the greatest. I'm not sure if 1 millibucket of water is 1 millibucket of steam, or what the conversion on it is. There we go. Now all of them are working. Of course, this is going to run out of steam here soon. But also, we're not running at full speed on all the boilers, so... And we're getting a bit of power. What I love is like an old-style railcraft tank. Just like a gigantic tank full of steam that I could use to move it around my base and put it into dynamos where I need it instead of trying to run cabling everywhere. Power cable everywhere. Yeah, we ran it out of steam, didn't we? We did. Oh, it's like Christmas lights now. But this is keeping topped off, so that is our main worry. And we are getting excess, so... Alright, and it's more stable now. I did go ahead and I put integral components in all of these. And then just to make sure that there were no problems, I had to put a gold upgrade over here. Just so I could get round robin on my item pipe to make sure that it was on nearest first by default, and it just kept throwing 1 potato at a time into this guy. It wasn't quite working for me. But we have back stock on potatoes, which is kind of cool. Well, I say back stock. We're still not producing quick enough. But all of this stuff here is relatively cheap, so I'm not too concerned about it. So adding more potatoes will not be an issue. All right, how's our power at now? A couple million, and rapidly climbing. I could also go with the frost boilers, right? They're called frost, right? Yeah, these guys do kind of a similar setup. Yeah, getting these is kind of a pain, but you know, it's whatever. It's the price you pay, right? But yeah, get some boilers up and running for frost, and we could feed all this excess blizz powder I'm getting into it. I could also start feeding coal in, but I'm not sure I want to do that quite yet. Now, are you... Yeah, you're back stuffed again. Yeah, just do that and put everything away. How are you doing? Yeah, you're okay-ish. And then I forgot, and I went AFK for a bit. Come back, and then this is all the stuff that was sitting just piled up on top of this hopper over here, because, yeah. I don't have a way to shut this thing off whenever this becomes full. Which is a shame. That would be... It would be great, but I don't have a way to really easily detect it. At least not with where it's set up now. I could probably put a comparator on there and then do some redstone. But I can't do that in that small of a gap. Let alone with all the water around me here. That would just make it more painful. You are finally done. Probably because... Actually, no, there's not. I just chopped a bunch of fish. Do I have fish auto-outputting here? No, I do. How did all that go? Oh, yeah, no, we cooked through it already. Dang. That's just supplementary power at this point anyway. It really doesn't make a difference. Because this is our main power, and it's not been touched at all. Now, are you... You're doing your thing again, aren't you? Yeah, look at that. Do you stack into here if you... Yeah, stack right back in. I don't know. I have no idea. It just... This thing stops inputting into this, and this also stops inputting into here, and then we quit making blocks of sawdust for whatever reason. Which, honestly, we don't need the fuel, but I do need the sawdust not to plug this barrel here up. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. Next time we're going to finally get around to using this controller that I made. And it should be fun. One thing, probably not going to go with magmatics at all. This thing here can only output into a fluid inventory. So it's either fluid drawers or the liquid cells from thermal. Kind of all we have. You said you could sleep in my bed. Dude, not cool. Yeah, that just adds to the point where this would need to be 4 blocks tall to be usable. It just starts getting kind of bulky and unwieldy at that point. That and I gotta have a fluid drawer per fluid generator, because pipes will not hook up to this block. Kind of an annoyance. So magmatic's probably not the greatest option. It would be a 100% passive power generation, but I would have to set up God knows how many of these things. And then we would need, like I said, I was talking earlier about going with netherite, then I would need a bunch of netherite blocks to go on top of that. I'm just not certain I want to spend that amount of resources on something I, you know, can just set and forget. I've already done that with the sawmill, and looks like with back here I just need to fine tune this a bit more, but I've got it set up back here too. So we are going to need more hopper botany pots, but that's fine. Also, the need will slow down as soon as this thing fills up. So But thank you for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and until the next one, signing out, have fun.